Something since that election has really come to bear fruit. You know, you indicated the violations that were going on in the firefighter situation. You know, how the mayor was taking people that weren't on the list or practically ignoring the fire list. You know, the people that had taken the test for firefighter. And there's been some recent news out. In fact, it was front page news on that. What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
You know, Jen, just to go back to what you mentioned, I don't know what part the mayor may or may not have played in this. I know that at the time this was looming out there, and I thought it was a big concern for the city because of the potential settlement of the lawsuit that would be occurring eventually. And as you've read in the paper, we settled, I guess the city settled for $450,000, but, you know, frankly, that's a lot of money for the reason of administrative mistakes, as the paper had reported. But the $450,000, I want to point out, does not include the cost of outside counsel and whatever the city councils, were paid. So, I mean, the cost of that lawsuit coming to settlement is
probably
much
closer
more.
To $750,000.
Well, maybe even more than that. When you retain outside counsel, you're paying a lot of money.
Right.
I know that from my corporate days too. So, but it's a shame that it had to happen. And
well, there's different things that are out there. There's some that he ignored the list, and then there's some that he took a couple of names off of there, and then went to another list that had.
Well, there's actually, the brief is out there on a blog that's prominent in the city, and if you look through it, I mean, again, I had to question in the campaign how somebody who was ranked 108th on the list, and who also was the civil service chairman son, could jump from 108th to get a job with the city.
In the top 8 or whatever it was, the top 10. Yeah.
You know, so, but you know, who was involved and what administrative errors were made, I couldn't say. I just know that the citizens of Danbury are paying for